All right, Spencer.
What up,
We
Max?
really out here.
We outside.
We outside. We're driving in the drop top.
Cruising
And we got
down.
some art in the back. We got Spencer's art piece in the back.
Yeah. Got my
We're-
painting in the back. That's hard.
We were literally talking about how we should do a pop-up shop in New York, driving around with different art.
That would be fire, right? And then you
Yeah.
get the cityscape behind us.
Yeah.
That would be fire.
I definitely wanted to ask Spencer about creating through different mediums of art.
Yeah.
Because you started in fashion, you did a lot of stuff. Then the music, obviously they know the stories. We don't got to get super in depth with it, but
Yeah.
now doing art again.
Yeah, I'm doing all of it now. You know what I'm saying? I just think that we got to use what we got. You know what I'm saying? If we got ideas, just fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? If you got an idea, just execute it. You ain't got nothing to lose. You got everything to gain. You never know what could go right.
My hair probably looks so crazy right now. But yo, I always say, like I was talking to Shiva about it earlier too, and when I said I was gonna talk to you on the video,
Yeah.
and it was like, yo, creating through different mediums is good to kind of like break it up and think different, and come back to like music again with different thought
Yeah.
process.
It makes you approach everything else differently.
It's like if you don't play basketball for like a month and then you start playing again, you might be a little nicer because you're not like
Right.
overthinking and over calculating every move.
Right, and you're just trusting your instinct and your muscle memory.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
especially still doing art, you're being creative and using your brain, but it's just not overthinking too much.
Yeah. And even when I'm making art, like I might have some beats on and I'll just come up with some tough shit.
Yeah.
I might just be making songs while I'm making art. So, you know, I just try to explore all areas of my creativity. What road we on? We on South Middlebush.
We're on South Middlebush. We're in Franklin,
We're
bro.
in Franklin, the suburb part. Well, I mean, it's all suburbs. The rural part.
Yeah, we're literally next to farms.
Farms and cows and shit.
This is where I'll be shooting some driving videos, real landscape. And we're back moving.
And we're back moving.
We were talking about creating through different mediums and that different type of thought process that it gives. So is it different? Like, how has it been mostly? You've been doing a lot of art stuff now and galleries and all that. We shot that. I got to drop that vlog on the other channel.
You can put like a little insert right here. A little clip insert of it. But yeah. I just been showcasing all my work, you know what I'm saying? See what people like. I just want to make shit and give it to the world, you know what I mean? So like yeah, we did the art gallery in New York, that was fire. I had that painting shit with Tesla, that was fire. I dropped that art book, that was fire. Yeah, I just been doing shit, but now like I combine it all. So like
Multimedia,
Yeah,
that's how
like-
I feel too.
drawing on the clothes,
Yeah.
drawing on the drawing on stuff and sewing it on clothes, like shit like that.
I feel like now too, in the day and age that we're in also, it's easier to be a multimedia artist and like you don't have to focus so much on one thing because you could see it all on the internet. We got to make videos and all this stuff anyway. That's why originally
Yeah.
I started making videos because I like music and I like photography, and it just became like a culmination of a bunch of stuff mixed together.
Yup, exactly. Yeah, man, like we just doing what we like to do, and
With the people we want to
with the people we want to do it, and like thank God that, you know, we gained some sort of traction doing it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I feel like that's a sign to keep going. And yeah, like I just want to cook up something every day. Like before you picked me up, I made a hoodie.
That's hard.
You know what I mean? I'll show it to you.
That's what I was saying too in some of my videos. I was like, bro, I'm focused on the art of execution right now. Because
Yeah.
you know, the subconscious, we already did it so, oh yeah, it's fire. We already did so much stuff, like we know what's going on. Is that patches?
Yeah, like I
Sorry.
drew all the patches and I stitched them on
That's
to
fire.
the hoodie, like how I did the trench coat.
Oh yeah. And we got Spencer's painting in the back. I don't know if we told you that
Yeah,
yet.
this was like the centerpiece of the New York show, the New York gallery that we did back there. But what's some of your goals for this year? Like what do you want to accomplish this year, bro?
I want to do more of my own stuff. especially with me, obviously with videos, I'm like a service provider more than an artist.
Yeah.
So I want to get back. Not that I even was. I always kind of half-ass was artistrying. I don't know how to say it, but because every time I would do something, people always want me to replicate it, and then I always like abandon my own ideas because I'll end up doing it for work.
Yeah.
So like I'll do something cool or I'll shoot something for fun. Then people be like, oh, no, you got to do that for XYZ.
Yeah.
And then it's like a loop that you can never escape if you don't escape it yourself. So that's what I'm on. Just making stuff and being okay, not having expectations, and creative confidence, and just doing what you want to do, even though it's hard in the age of the algorithm, because it feels like we got to appease the algorithm every day, right?
Yeah, man, the algorithm weird. That shit is weird. It's a whole different game. I've been doing this shit since I've been posting my fits and my music and my creativity on Instagram since 2012. You know what I'm saying? You remember.
Yeah,
you were there from the beginning.
Yeah, and we were making stuff and videos and all this stuff.
Back then it was like, you could post something and all your followers would see it. And like, it was like the best marketing tool because you could hashtag stuff, people wasn't flooding it with nonsense.
And it wasn't as much pay to play.
Yeah, it wasn't pay to play at all. There were no ads, there was no like paying to get above people on the algorithm. Like, so nowadays it's just like, I'm trying my best not to even think about the numbers or like the engagement shit. Like I'm trying to just make music, make fashion, make designs, make art, and then just post that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I feel too.
Whoever sees it. I don't give a fuck no more because I can't fight something that I don't have control. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't fight it.
This is how I look at it too, because I work with a lot of different people, and in other industries say it was like they had customers, but this is not that we're trying to think too deep into it. It's just thinking more about the people who want to see it, will see it, you hope. Is that it's not about the numbers, it's about the core audience and the fan base, and then the number, because people just jump on the bandwagon anyway eventually. Like once something pops, people just jump on it.
That's a fact.
So it's like, even me too, I'm more concerned with figuring out that audience. That's why we got to do events. We got to like really be...
Yeah, like in-person events, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like really...
real life experiences. That's why I had the art gallery, because I was like, it's cool to like post your art online, but like when people can see it in person, it makes it real. It solidifies it, because same thing with music, right? Like somebody can post their music all they want, but once you play that shit in your car with the speakers loud, or once you go see them,
and you hear someone on the street bumping a song,
somebody else bumping it, or you go to their concert, or you see them perform it live somewhere, that makes it art in its purest form. You know what I'm saying? So like, I would rather people see my work in person, and that's why like when I make clothing and stuff, like I make it so I can wear it. It's
physical and it exists in the realm that we live in. You know?
I make it so I could wear it to where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I would rather wear the shit that I make, because I'm expressing certain messaging on my clothing, like things that I believe in, things that I stand for. I'm drawing it, I'm writing it directly on the garments, and it's an extension of my mind. So I'd rather promote my shit before promoting some fucking luxury brand that don't give a fuck about me.
That's how I always feel too, because that's what I say a lot in my videos, is I like things that mean things.
Yeah.
And we give meaning to things.
Yeah, facts. Places that I go, everybody's dressed clean, you know what I'm saying? Dressed sharp, so, you know, I do it in my own way. And then, you know, even when I go perform or when I'm doing shit music related, I'll still wear my own shit, so it all goes together. But
and it's like, if the shit's hard, then it's hard. It's like, it doesn't need to be the most expensive. It could just be some fire that no one even knows about.
That's what it always is. And especially if you mix it with shit that's already known, you know, and you put it next to something that people justify paying thousands for, and then it looks better than it, or standing with it, you know what I'm saying? That just, you know, because it's all about presentation, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about presentation. When you dropping something, right, it gotta look clean. Like when you taking product shots, it gotta be clean. You can't just, you know what I'm saying, it's like that violinist dude who was playing. He like plays for like the biggest orchestra every night. He makes bands, but he went in the subway and was just playing for change. Nobody was fucking with him. But
Yes.
little did they know, he just played to a sold out crowd in New York. You know what I'm saying? The night before.
Yeah.
So it's all about presentation and
Or
what
it's
you
like
surround,
a Banksy,
how you dress it up.
Banksy, how you selling the art pieces from some random dude. They're $50. Did you ever see that?
Nah, I ain't see that.
He was like, because he did all that stuff in New York, and he had this one dude sell his paintings, like a dude in by Central Park, and he was
Yeah.
selling them for $50, but they were worth like hundreds of thousands. So
Nah,
people were
see.
just buying random art.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I want to be useful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to feel like the shit that I'm doing is helping people in some positive way. Like that I'm doing God's work. Like, I want to just let God use me and the skills that he gave me to manage just properly, you know what I'm saying? And just do things that's gonna help others and inspire other people, you know what I mean? And that's why, like, what we were talking about with the algorithm shit, it's kind of lame how, like, you can have so many followers, but only 3% of your following will automatically see your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, they would have to engage every day in order for you to be on their timeline. It's just so weird because, like, we come from the era where it was like, as soon as everything's in chronological order on the timeline, now it's like, it's some whole
Or they don't even
crazy
show you stuff
equation.
for days. But, you know, I was thinking about it a lot the other day too. But I was like, damn, think of the artists back in the day who had no reach.
Facts.
And you know what it is? I
Facts.
think a lot of times too is that we get sucked into this weird ass shit because all these people are doing things and they don't have a message and they don't stand for anything. So they're just doing antics to get views. But
Yeah.
if you see it a different way, like you really mean something, like you stand for something
Yeah.
and you have a message in it. So every person you're reaching is still something that you could have not did.
Yeah, and my goal is to just be grateful for
Yeah.
that opportunity to even have a reach beyond my immediate surrounding.
That's
You know
how
what I'm
I,
saying?
that's how I gotta just look at it
Yeah.
now, you know?
Because, like, at the end of the day, like, however many likes you get or however many views you get, just imagine all those people standing in a room clapping for you. That'll make you feel good.
I mean, but
know
yo,
what I
we
mean?
do events and people really come to it. So
Exactly.
there's artists that
Exactly.
that have big
Yeah, 'cause, like-
followings and no one comes out
Yeah.
for them or anything.
But like you
bro.
said, back in the day, there was no social media, so like we gotta just use it however we can to our advantage. Because back in the day, you had to go through a middleman to get seen. Nowadays, you don't have to have no middleman,
Well, that's what even happened the past couple
and then
years.
the
and
middleman will goddamn take advantage of you.
well, look at the industry and everything in the past 10 years has shifted.
Yeah.
Now it's like completely they're realizing artists could just go right to their audience.
Yeah, I mean, like, whatever works for you, you know what I'm saying? Some people, there's pros and cons to working with partners, and there's pros and cons to being independent. It's just about whatever you with. You know what I'm saying? Whatever works for you. I just think, like, you know, you live once, just take risks. Do shit that you wouldn't have done playing it safe. You know what I mean? Just
Well-
take calculated risks. I think the thing that gets me still is just when random people stop me in the street.
Like we go
yeah.
to the mall, especially in Jersey, people know you for sure.
Yeah. I haven't really done a show. Well, I've done a couple festivals where people come to see me specifically,
Yeah.
and that's like always amazing to me, seeing people like going hard in the front row, like reciting lyrics like that. That's like top of the line encouragement to me. But I think what hits me the most is when somebody has the courage to come up to you in person, like randomly on the street, and it's just like,
Because you know they're thinking, is that him? Am I a weirdo if I come up and say
Yeah.
so? Because
But
it's
I
not
really-
like...
sometimes I need it, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, you know, artists will be in our own head, we'll be critiquing ourselves all day in our head, and then, you know, a stranger might just come and give you those words of encouragement, and that can really, like, make you feel good about what you're doing and give you that battery, you know what I'm saying, to keep going.
What is something you say for artists that are stuck overthinking a lot or trapped
Shit,
in their
I
head?
mean, I overthink a lot.
I do too, obviously.
What I would tell myself is cleanse. Like, going to cleanse from other people's work, going to cleanse from other people's comments and words, go on a cleanse from being around. If you feel like you need to go on a cleanse from being around people physically, and set a goal like to just get something done, like complete a task, and not judge how it looks, because like it's just like any other sport. Whatever you do, it's just like any other sport. Like half of the time you're playing basketball, you're at practice. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time you're in the gym, you're doing training. Them baskets don't count, but they don't count on the official record. They just make you better. So the more you train and just complete shit and do shit, make shit, manifest ideas, the better you'll be on the next one, and then all that shit will compound. So like, yeah, I mean, there's so many different ways of overthinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you can overthink your process, you can overthink how the audience receives you, and you can overthink what you want to put out. So as far as like the process of overthinking, like the creative process, I would say just do the first thing that comes to mind. You know what I mean? Like, do the first thing that comes to mind.
Follow the energy is usually what I say.
Follow the energy.
Like
whatever
when I'm
makes
doing
you,
videos in the morning, I'm just like, this is in front of my head right here. Like, you could have had something you wanted to do and you pre-planned, but it just might not be the moment for that right now.
Yeah, facts. And then I think some practical advice I could give would be to work out first thing in the morning.
I also don't, I try not to listen to music or like look at stuff, because then I'm getting programmed before I even got time to think in the morning, you know?
Unless you have the ability to tune out music and just listen to something for the harmonic energy of it and not the words. But yeah, I can get with that. But definitely some practical advice would be to work out in the morning or work out before you're about to do anything creative, because it's gonna get the blood flowing all through your body, especially to your brain. It's gonna get your ideas flowing, and it's gonna give you more confidence to just execute. Because when you complete a task like working out, you're gonna have that post-workout high or that post-runner's high. And like that's what happened to me today. We worked out in the morning. I went home and I was like, I gotta make this hoodie. So I just locked in and made it. I knocked it out in a couple hours. So, you know, and during that process of making that shit, I was like, damn, where should this go? Where should that go? And then, you know, just try different shit.
Sometimes you just gotta make stuff and just let it exist, and that might lead you to the other thing that's really gonna hit.
Facts,
you know?
Facts.
Just staying in that creative mode and just having your.
Because there's plenty of times where I made a song, and then like I don't like it, but
you thought it was the one, and then you did something right after while you were like in the mode, or.
Nah, like there's times where I made a song and like I won't like any of it, and then but there'll be like 2 lines that I did like, and then so for the next time or a couple songs later, I might remember that line and use it, and then it was like, oh, that line was meant for this song instead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
but it got you to that point.
Yeah, and there's plenty of like popular songs from me that I did that in. You know what I'm saying? And people be like, yo, I love that line. I love that line. It's like, yo, it's crazy because that line started out in a song that was ass.
But that ass song got it to the other point.
I mean, I don't make nothing ass, but
it just wasn't.
It wasn't gonna make the cut for me, for my standards of releasing stuff. But yeah, I just say that to say you might learn a new move during practice, and then when you get to the game, you'll get to perfect it. You know what I'm saying? So, just the more you step on that court, the more you're gonna get nicer.
That's definitely what it is. That's what I've been doing with YouTube.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna get on Instagram.
And then like that overthinking shit, man, that's a big topic, because I think overthinking also includes we overthink about other people's thoughts.
Yeah, that's definitely the thing too.
Other people will put thoughts into your head and give you their opinions, unwarranted or even warranted, but it's like you don't need other people's opinions when you're in the process of creating. Like maybe afterwards, maybe like maybe 1 or 2 people who are involved in your creative process, but like you need your mind to be as clear as possible so that you can have a clean passageway from God giving you the idea to it coming out of your
the stream of consciousness and the flow.
The flow state for it coming out of your physical work. You know what I'm saying? So
And a lot of times those people, they don't know the full story. They don't live in your head and they don't know the vision either. So
yeah, like fuck that shit. Fuck what people think. Fuck what people saying. Like do what feels right. Like, you know, when I'm painting, or when I'm making music, or when I'm designing clothes or whatever, it's easy for me to lock in when I just follow the energy. And what that means is you might do something and then it makes you go, oh, whoa, that's fire. Or, oh, that looks interesting. That's giving you energy. So then you give it more energy. You give that pathway more energy and it gives you back more in return. So that's what they call the flow state, because it's a cyclical thing. You're giving out energy, you're receiving energy, and then it's there. It's an infinite loop of inspiration until you finish and you feel like, okay, I don't think nothing else needs to be done to this.
yeah. Or it's just, oh yeah, move on to the next thing.
Yeah, or okay, move on to the next.
That's
But-
like what I said in a video too, was that when the ideas shouldn't be trapped in your head. The artist needs to be like a channel. Like
Yeah.
it's the ideas and you're the one expressing it and stuff like that. So
I would say one thing to avoid is like, if you're not feeling some shit, don't do it, bro.
yeah.
If you don't fuck with some shit, or if you feel like you're being forced to like fuck all that shit, like you're a grown ass woman, grown ass man, whatever you are, just fucking do what feels right to you. Like so many times we'll do things that as creatives, we'll do things that, oh, but my audience wants this from me. Oh, but this person expects this of me. Like, nah, fuck that shit. Because at the end of the day, they're thinking about them.
Yep.
Nobody, maybe your mom or your dad,
Someone
or
that's
your
known you your
siblings,
whole damn
yeah,
life.
maybe they're thinking about you more than you think. But 99% of the time, nobody is thinking about you for more than 10 seconds.
And they
You know
might
what
be
I'm
thinking
saying?
about how you could benefit them subconsciously
exactly.
even. And
Exactly.
those opinions are influencing you.
Yeah. But when you do find some people who genuinely care about you and they show that they'll lock in on your work or with you on something for more than, you know, like more than like a few minutes, like really will lock in with you like days, whatever. Those are people that you got to work with continuously, because like God put that together.
That's another
For a reason.
collab right there, another
Yeah.
channel.
God put that together for a reason. Like you got to work with people that you really fuck with and that you really can work well with and have chemistry with. You know what I'm
What
saying?
about collaboration? Like you're continuing to like
Yeah.
finding people, but also it's being true with your intentions and direction too, and attracting the same people.
Yeah.
Because if you act fake and do fake shit, you're gonna just have all these people
Yeah.
around like, damn, I don't even want to do this shit.
Yeah, like with the music, collaboration is important, you know what I'm saying? Because music is like a community thing. You get in a circle and somebody does each instrument, you're making a chant, and it's for the uplifting of the group that's present, right? It's supposed to be a shared experience, music. So, you know, for me personally, like Lee Kakuyan,
Yeah, 'cause you guys make a lot of beats
we make
from
a lot of
scratch
shit from
and
scratch.
stuff.
We make everything from scratch that we work on.
Yeah.
And you know, I've been knowing him since 3rd grade. We started out drawing comics together, like drawing animations and illustrating things, painting stuff, making clothes, doing music for like clothing, fashion films, making random songs in high school. Like we have that chemistry, and you know the results show in the music we drop. You know what I'm saying? We've been blessed to reach a lot of people with music. And while we're doing it, we're just having fun. We're laughing. We're just spitting ideas out. You know what I'm saying? We're just playing shit on the keys, playing shit on the beat machine, just cooking up. Cause this shit supposed to be fun, man. It don't like.
That's a other main thing too,
Shit supposed
right,
to be
bro?
fun. Like you gotta have fun with your life, because, man, life is too fucking unpredictable to just be doing shit you don't want to do. You
I
know
mean,
what
even when we're shooting videos and stuff, we're just living life, but we're getting stuff done at the same time.
Yeah, facts.
And it's not like, I don't know. Me and Shibo were talking about it yesterday, just about like merging life with your art and documenting the process and just stuff like that. I don't know.
I feel like the main priority is like taking care of self. Like,
And just
Like the
seeing all
art,
this
yeah.
feedback now is too much, so fast too.
yeah, because there was never like all these fans and people was never able to reach the artist through comments and
YouTube.
like this is
and
like thousands of people just instantly coming at you, pause. Just instantly just going at you, pause.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's unnatural, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's like, you gotta just separate yourself from that. Where the fuck are we?
Back. I went back the other way. We're like almost back to where Franklin is.
Oh, okay, but yeah.
We made a long video. We don't know what we're gonna keep all in here, but
Yeah, you can
it's
chop
a
it
lot
up.
of good stuff though.
Yeah, and then, but yeah, bro, working out, man, that's
Oh yeah, I wanted
that's
to
the
continue more
main
on that.
thing. Like, that's the main thing that has helped me stay creative and stay motivated is working out. Cause we grew up as athletes.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
A lot of people like me and Spencer went to the same high school.
Yeah,
And a lot of us are
we grew up as
creative and work out,
We
bro.
grew up as hardcore athletes, so you
Yeah.
can't just go 10 years of your life working out 6 days a week, going to practices, going to games and track meets and all this shit, really pushing yourself to your limits, you know what I'm saying, every day, and to not doing nothing. Like some people just, once they're done with high school, college, whatever, they stop doing that shit and then they get slumped over. And it's like, nah, like when I started back working out again and running again and taking care of my body, taking care of my diet, like that shit really helped my creativity and my motivation and discipline to do things. Like, I don't know what it is, but
I mean, it's just hard
Yeah.
nowadays because there's so many things from every angle, bro. It's like
pause.
it's like the food is poison, the social media is poison,
Yeah,
the
I mean,
media, bro. It's
I ain't
like,
gonna lie, like I cook all my own food, or like my family will. Like we just cook. I like to cook at home. I don't like to eat out because
we're gonna make some videos. Me
Yeah.
and Spencer are gonna show you guys what to buy. We'll make some shorts.
Facts. I got my own water distiller that, you know what I'm saying? If you see what happens when you distill that water, evaporate that tap water, and it drips back down as pure water, and you can mineralize it if you want. But if you see what's left over in that fucking barrel, all the mineral,
because
all the
even the
fluoride,
pipes and-
calcium, and the
bro,
hard metals that they put in the water,
That's
that shit
what
is
I'm
disgusting.
saying. And all the pipes got like all the metals in the
Yeah.
pipes and all
Yeah.
this stuff.
It's disgusting. I'm not trying to drink that. But yeah, like that aside, I'm just big on taking care of like the vessel, you know what I'm saying, so that the spirit can flow actively and with ease. Cause you know, people sleep on that, man, and running. You know what I'm saying? People sleep on running too.
And
like,
cardio in general, bro.
yeah, you gotta work out your heart. That lifting weights is not enough to work out your heart. Like, your heart is the most important muscle in your body, or organ. Your heart and your brain. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything is equally important in the balance, but
Yeah.
let's not neglect the heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta push
And
your
your
limits.
skin, you gotta go out and get some damn sunlight. That's
Yeah.
the biggest organ.
Yeah,
right there.
you need to get some vitamin D, pause, from that natural source, the sunlight, because that vitamin D is the hormone that regulates every other hormone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's like I gotta go back in on that documentary I was doing before, and I was talking to like people about light waves and just everything is
Yeah,
made out
yeah.
of light. It's pretty crazy.
yeah, everything is made out of light frequencies. Yep, that's crazy. Everything is frequency. I mean, I know a lot of conspiracy people always
save
talk
that
about
for
shit like
another
that.
video.
We'll save that for another thing.
We'll make a whole video.
This is only the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now I'm just working on music, fashion, and art. You know, I'm trying to,
Art in all mediums.
yeah, I'm gonna get my art in galleries and do more presentations and exhibits. I'm gonna make more clothes. My goal with the clothes is to treat it like the art. Like, I don't necessarily desire to have like a huge clothing brand that sells to a lot of people. Like, I would rather have clients that
Well, you
order-
have music. It
I
could
would
be
rather-
something like that too.
I would
you know?
rather have clients that order customs, you know what I'm saying? Like one of one. I like my shit being one of one. Like, if you want something, you hit me up, I'll make it for you. But it's gonna be priced similarly to how fine art is priced, how my paintings are priced, because it's all like, I'm all looking at it like art. I'm looking at all of it like art. It's not just, you know, fast food. I'm trying to make gourmet
Getting
stuff.
800 million shirts from China for.
Yeah, like that's cool, like, but that's not my lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like where I shine at is making that custom stuff. You know, whenever I wear my custom pieces, like I always get way more love than if I was wearing designer or some other shit. Like, yeah, like that's what I'm on for that. And then for the music, I'm just making music. Like I don't want to overthink nothing. You know what I mean?
That's
I'm
how
just
I feel,
focused on
too.
my music and keeping my messaging in there. Like keeping that positive message that puts people towards God, puts people towards self-improvement, puts people towards positivity, puts people towards spiritual growth, and puts people towards fly shit. That's my message in the music, and I'm just creating and dropping. Like I ain't worried about nothing else.
And we got to do events, our own events.
Yeah,
shows.
facts. Yeah, facts. We got to do that. We got to have that
With the homies, you know what I'm saying?
Real,
just
real
because.
life interaction. Facts.
Not even about the bread like that. It's just because we really have people that will come out to the shows and events.
I'm with it.
But yeah, I'm trying to think what else to say, but I know one thing, especially for me, I had to like recalibrate my direction and what I had going on.
What
'cause,
would
know,
you say are some changes that you made recently that helped you?
Man, you got to really know, like I really had to think like, are my choices really going to take me where I want to go in life? And this isn't even just about money or anything. It's like I was telling you earlier, it's about creative freedom, mental freedom, financial freedom, obviously too. But if you do the other ones, you're going to have that. So,
Yeah.
and then just like, I don't know, just like thinking about, you do a few things and then you get led somewhere you didn't even think you were going to go. It happens piece by piece, it's never all at once. But yeah, guys, until next time, I don't know what else to say. Have a great day.
Have a great day.